You guys know that in this video, I sweat. And it's because I was sick and I had a little bit of a fever. Enjoy. Welcome back, everybody. We know, we've been a little MIA. There's some good reasons for that. One, we had a good friend coming down from AZ. It was my birthday. It was Thanksgiving, but it's okay because we're back now and we're bringing you a video. Shawnee's getting notifications. Who was it? Who was it? We have a pretty crazy video for you. From the title, you're probably like, yeah, right. Well, it's real, and you can believe what you want, but it's real.
It's real.
And we're gonna explain it to you right now. This, by the way, is not our story. It's a
local.
Yeah, it's a local story. He grew up in the same town we grew up in, and he gave us permission to do this video, or he said it was okay. So shout out to you, Billy, you a real one. Anyways, I grew up on the same road, literally a mile from where this picture was taken. So that's kind of
Love that for you.
yeah, that's kind of, what's the word? Unsettling? Is that a word?
Yeah, that's a good word.
That's a little unsettling. I'm also sick. My voice might sound a little different, or you might not even notice, but I'm a little clogged up, got a chest burn, have diarrhea. Anyways, back on track. Shawnee's gonna explain a little bit about the place of where this picture is, like the overall just vibe of it. And we also have clips of the place.
It's like the epitome of like BFE. Like it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like you end up you're in town and then you go down this road and it just takes
You're
you
in the
to
middle of the country.
Yeah.
Like, you're in the probably one of, if not the most rural part of town.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. You just saw the road. Hopefully you can kind of, put it in perspective. How just, it's a creepy place.
Especially at night.
Especially at night. So let's get into the story then. Okay, so again, this is Billy Ortiz. We got this off of Facebook. We messaged him. He said it was cool. This is his post, his story, his picture. Let's do it. The Ghost of Wellington Hoover. One hot summer evening in 2011, as I sat at the sharp turn by El Monte Park watching the eagle take one last glide across the breezy slope of that magnificent rock of a mountain. As you can tell, he's already kind of like an author. The light was vanishing when out of nowhere I hear the clip of hooves treading across the road, coming towards me, appearing like a mirage. So basically it's getting dark and he's just, looking at the eagle taking that glide. And then you hear what appears to be hooves on...
Everyone knows what that sounds.
Yeah, we'll put a sound clip in of a, hoof. And that's where we are now, okay? He rubbed his eyes, lifted my cannon, aiming towards this illusion, hoping to take a closer look at this ghostly figure. To my disappointment, it disappeared, but not before I pulled the trigger. So he got a picture of this thing. Okay?
Right in time.
Reviewing my shot, all I had was a dark image, nothing to brag about. So, it was nighttime. He just knew he took a picture in the direction of whatever it was he heard. Nothing to brag about. Till I went home and loaded my shots of the day. When I came across a dark image, I threw some light on it, meaning he just, I'm guessing did some exposure editing, the brightness, the shadows, whatever you want to do. If you're familiar with photo editing, you understand what he's talking about. I gasped as I looked over at another friend of his that was there with him and said, WTF is that? She looked and fell off the chair. We must have looked like two deer in the headlights as we stared at the ghostly picture I had captured. After the long research I had done on a man who spent most of his life clawing in the low plains of this great mountain of the Eagles looking for a treasure left behind by the conquistadors. A booty so rich, capable, ruining a man's life in his blind search for riches and fame. Wow. That's kind of crazy, and we're going to get to the picture in a little bit. Okay. His search gave him no other reason to live but to find the treasure of legends. We concluded that this was the ghost of Wellington Hoover riding on his mule that he kept close to his side in the Valley of Mystery. The Valley of Mystery being El Monte Valley, where I grew up, where this took place. And this is, I'm looking at the picture, it's kind of insane. It was on the thumbnail, but you're about to see it right now. And then, so that's the end of the story, and then he also writes, I spent many a day exploring this area. I crawled into every man-made hole and caves that I could find. You could say that I was under the spell of the treasure. It had me hooked for several years until that one day the mountain tried to kill me in an avalanche while I searched in an area that a friend of mine claimed was the evil side of the mountain. Okay. We're going to put the picture of the edited picture of what he got on the screen right now. Shawnee and I looked at it and you can kind of tell it's a mule.
No, it looks so much like, it's smaller obviously than a horse.
Yeah, that's...
The head just...
Looks like a mule.
Looks like a mule, and then obviously you see someone on top of it, sitting on it.
We're going to go to the clip that we took driving down the road of exactly where this was at. Yeah. Literally right I'm thinking he said it was a really sharp turn, so I'm thinking where he took this picture, the El Monte Park is a little bit farther west. It should be on your left, on the left side of the road where this picture was taken. And then the next picture, that is Wellington Hoover.
That's the man.
That's the man. And yeah, this is pretty insane because it basically proves that ghosts exist.
I don't think that he would go home and, edit the picture,
Yeah.
put that in the picture.
Yeah, from what we know of him,
Yeah.
he basically has dedicated his life into learning about all the history
Of where we live.
of this town.
He's like a diehard local. Like,
Yeah,
he loves this
He
shit.
is probably, and we don't know him like
Personally,
just from what we do know of him, he's an honest guy.
He's a shit.
You have to be a really dedicated liar.
Yeah.
And I don't think that he's that type of person.
No.
And that basically proves, that does prove that ghosts exist. And if you're one of those people that do not believe in ghosts, because we already did believe in ghosts, but it is cool to see it to believe it.
Yeah. We've also made multiple videos about that road. Literally the one where we're lost in a jungle.
Yeah, we were,
That's where we are. So if you want to go back and watch that, you could also get a feel for what we're talking about and how spooky and creepy it is.
Yeah.
And how it's in the middle of nowhere. And then how we also found a bag of guts down there. We've had multiple, scary experiences down there.
Yeah. Alright, so that's the story about the ghost of Wellington Hoover. We hope you enjoyed that. We also have a little bonus story about another freaking creepy thing that happened. Probably another, 4 miles down this road, all the way in the back, in the middle of the forest. Literally where we were at in the Lost in the Jungle video. If you want to go watch that, then you'll know where we were at. But it was Shawnee and I, and then a bud sitting in the back seat. I was in the driver's seat. Shawnee's in the passenger seat. We're just sitting there, chilling, doing what kids do, having a great old time. It was dark. It was 10:30. Why were we down there? We obviously didn't know it was haunted at that time. So we're sitting there. We're probably there for 30, 40 minutes. Literally not that long before this happened. They kept hearing. I try to, I tend to not hear scary things.
You block it out.
I block it out. So Shawnee and our bud, T-Dog, they kept hearing stepping in the leaves, someone walking, and could be normal. Shouldn't be, but it could be.
Shouldn't be normal.
Could have been Billy. Hell, could have been Billy. So as time goes on, they keep hearing it.
There's a light that goes on. It's on a timer.
Yeah, there's a timer light.
It'll be on for 30 seconds.
Off for 30 seconds.
Off for 30 seconds. On and off, and it's just
great
spooky.
idea. Great idea.
Spookier.
Whoever thought to put that light in there was brilliant. To put it on a timer. So lights on. Light turns off. Light turns on. T-Dog is yo.
Do you see
that? Shiny, do you see that? I think I see somebody standing there.
Yeah.
And we were sitting on the right side, off to the right side of the road. It kind of drops off into a little riverbed basically. And there's it's a lot of vegetation, so when the light's on, you'd be able to see. And then as the light turns off, Shawnee sees the silhouette of a human, someone in the bushes watching us. Now, whether it was
Wellington Hoover,
or whether it was a ghost or a forest person, we were being watched.
Spooky.
And I quickly turned my car on, and the tires were spinning quicker than you can say, "Get the hell out of this valley."
And what was it?
We had the sunshades up.
So
for some god-awful reason. Could have been someone, could have been a ghost, who knows. Either way, Billy's story kind of makes us think, that valley is just haunted in general.
It's scary.
Just like Billy said too, he was going into every man-made hole and cave looking for that treasure until one day the mountain tried to kill him because he was looking on the evil side of the mountain. Again, it's just what a friend told him, and this is his story. We're putting our stories with his story, and they all kind of mesh. So we hope you enjoyed that. We know it's Christmas time, not Halloween time. But our next video I think will be a pretty uplifting Christmas one.
Yeah.
Pray that I feel better. Ricky, my dude, I'm sick again, but I'm out here making videos, alright? Love you, Ricky. We'll see you in the next video. Shawty and Wyatt are out.
I just popped off, yo bitch. Can't talk, she got lockjaw, this snitch. Got popped when he walked up, staying rich. I got diamonds dancing on my wrist.
On my wrist, flexing on your gang, I'ma talk my shit, I'ma make